Right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you happen to be in the world. Now, this is basically going to be a review of this Swatch watch that I bought in Kingston, in Bentals in Kingston, yesterday. So please do bear with me a couple of seconds. It's just about 2 o'clock, I think, whilst I share this video to the relevant platforms. So I'll be with you in a minute. Shouldn't take very long. Okay. Right. Okay, right. You have my full undivided attention. As I just said, this is basically going to be a review on this Swatch watch, which I bought in Bentals in Kingston. So I'm quite happy with it, really. Watch on the back of it. So, I mean, obviously, I've already had it out of the container already. I've worn it. Fits nice and comfortably on the wrist. Plastic, what do you call it? Plastic strap. The whole thing's plastic. It's lightweight, durable. I had one in the 1980s when I was growing up, from when I was 12, and it was still on my wrist by the time I reached the age of 24. So that was a good 12 years that it lasted. It actually was still on my wrist when I was about 30. So I actually had to get a new one because it was just so old. But it done its time, because I wouldn't recommend you do this with them, but I actually wore mine in the swimming pool when I was a boy. So it basically survived that. Did get some water in it, and it did stop working properly for a little while. But I was like, oh no, I have to think about a new one, and this was a few years after I got it. So it actually held up very well throughout the 1980s, survived the 90s even. So it was still on my wrist. When I visited my grandma in hospital, I mean, she didn't make it, of course, but there we go. So I'm hoping that this one is going to be just as good, if not better. But I'm not going to do stupid things like wear it in the swimming pool and all that sort of rubbish. Even if I do go swimming, or if I ever do go in my friend's hot tub or whatever, it's not going to be coming in with me. It won't be going in the bath with me as well. That's another silly thing to do. But it did actually survive being in the bath with me every single time. So there you are. But I think it's waterproof, water resistant up to 10 meters. So I'm kind of a bit sort of like, well, surely if it can do that, it can manage the bath and the swimming pool and all that sort of stuff. But I'm not gonna chance it, guys. I can see you're all getting bored. So anyway, I'm going to take it out of the container because some of you have left already. So, but in the meantime, anyway, I mean, I'll obviously tell your friends I'm doing a review on this watch. Let's have a look. I've got it upside down, so you can't tell whether it's keeping time or not. So, anyway, time now is 2 o'clock according to this. Let's check the others. That one behind me isn't correct anyway. The one in front of me, I think, pretty much is. So it's keeping time quite well. So that's a good thing. So I'm going to put it on my wrist. And in just a moment, I'm going to do questions and answers. Any questions you might have in a moment. So let's put it on my wrist. I don't want it too tight. I mean, I think that this one's made out of slightly different material to the one that I had in the 1980s. So it's going to be upside down to you now, but that's roughly speaking how it sort of fits on my wrist, sort of thing. So there we go. But I'll just show you all what it's like from behind. So the battery comes out nice and easily. You can probably put a 50p coin in the groove there and twist it the correct way, and out comes the battery. I mean, I did it on my old one, but I haven't actually had it out as yet on this one. So that's the watch from behind. I've also done one on Thingy Bob on Instagram as well. Short review, nothing like a long review as this one. So any questions, guys? I'll gladly answer some questions on it. If I can give you the answer, I mean, there's no guarantee I can give you any answers. So anybody got any questions on what we've done? Anybody got any questions? I can, but yeah, I mean, it's the old one. Yeah, it had done its time, no problem at all, and absolutely can't grumble at all. It was an amazing watch, I have to say. It did me, and it did absolutely doesn't owe me anything at all. So anybody got any more questions? But anyway, hi to you all who have joined me. Hi to you, Esther, Isha, sorry. You'll get used to my jokes. And hi to Rufus, so hi to you, sir. And hi to Joe Green, hi, I think it is. And hi. But obviously, let's have a look. Somebody's just put a comment down here. But yeah, I've tried other brands, and actually, I don't think that they're not so good. They don't seem to last. I think I've got another one here. I mean, there's this one here. I forget now what brand it actually is, but let's have a look, see if I can. Oval Time, I think it is. I've actually used this one. Also, I used the Swatch Watch as well, as sort of one of those ones that absorbs light. And I didn't find it very good. It sort of kept on going wrong, and it just didn't charge up properly. And I mean, I went to put a new battery in this one, and it just didn't work. So I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. Time for the bin. So there we are. But I wasn't very happy with them. And let's have a look what Sarah's saying. Do you think you will love this watch as much as your last one? I'm hoping I'm going to love it more. I'm hoping I'm going to love this one more. It's keeping time quite nicely. It's just gone 2:10 now, and I'm actually keeping a very good eye on it to make absolutely sure that it stays on time. So, and all that sort of stuff. So some of these, so look here, Rufus says, is the battery life good on the watch? They tell me that it is good, but as for that, I mean, time will tell. I mean, it's guaranteed for a year. So it was working in the store. Last time I had the Swatch Watch, it went within a few days. So it meant that me and my mum had to go and get another battery put in. But it did stand up after that. It wasn't a problem. And Gemma says, I'm the coolest person ever. Thank you very much for that. And Karen says, I find with watches with metal clasps, to me, they're more reliable than the leather ones. Well, actually, yes, I would go along with that. They are better. I mean, I think this one's got silicone straps on it, which, I mean, I don't know yet, but the one that I had in the 80s was plastic, and I still had the plastic one on when I hit 30. So when you think about it, I had it when I was 12, and some of you would have been small little kiddies back then, even smaller than I was. Some of you weren't even born then. So there you go. I mean, Sarah would have been a tiny little, you would have been very, very small then, tiny little baby. So there we are. I mean, yeah, I should do a live stream every day. But the thing is, you see, if I do that every day, I'd have to think of something to actually talk about or review or whatever, whatever's going on. I mean, I think that I will do another live stream, a different one, different thing about what things are happening in the world. I think we can. How old am I then? How old are you then, Richard? Well, I'm older than you, Sarah. I'm actually 46 years old, so I think I'm near enough a full decade older than you. So there we are. So yes, I think you're a fair bit younger than that, but I'm not going to reveal your age to everybody. I mean, I've got a rough idea, but I'm not 100% sure. But I think you're a lot younger than I. Anybody got any more questions? I might have missed some of you out. There's another one here. Oh. And yeah, £5 voucher. It wasn't in Tesco. It was actually Asda that I spent. It was £7 actually. Probably getting me confused. Rufus says you could do videos on how to get a good price on a bottle of wine. Yes, I think I've done that before. I think we'll probably do it again at some point. I think we'll do that. Well, yes, probably do a review on the stuff I get from Asda. I've done that before. I think we'll do it again. No need to apologise. But yes. But anyway, hi to Mike. Massive shout out to you for actually subscribing to my channel. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, obviously, please do. Please also subscribe to my Instagram channel as well if you haven't. So anybody got any questions? Any questions on the watch that I bought in Bentals? Oh, God, it's massive outside of my 5 mile limit. I'll tell you what. Oh, God. It's an absolute joke. And I can't remember now which one it was. It was John Lewis we went into. We didn't just go to one shop. We went into several shops over there. Then the way they sometimes spoke to you, if you make a sort of slight mistake or whatever, they could be a bit, shall we say, they're a little bit sort of heavy-handed sometimes. When we went in there, I can remember it was okay going in. We went into the indoor, and they're actually quite polite and welcoming as we went in, which I think is good, really. But they didn't have what we wanted. I was also trying to get hold of some hair clippers as well for men, but unfortunately, of course, nobody had any. Argos was shut, so that was really quite irritating, really, to go there and find them closed. And and we went into Boots to see if they had any, but unfortunately, of course, they didn't have what we wanted. I mean, I'm looking for a mains powered thing, and nobody actually had any. So that was a source of, well, frustration, really, for me, that nobody had anything. And you thought, really, that people would have actually have had some really, but no, unfortunately, I managed to get really what I went out for, but we couldn't get the rest of the stuff. I mean, my mum managed to get her lipstick, which was good, but show this. Well, yeah, I mean, it should be, but I mean, I think it is online, but people have said you can go and collect stuff from stores, but I mean, I don't know whether or not, but we might go see if we can might have another try, but it won't be me going to Kingston. I just had enough of it, really, but there we are. But anyway, Jonathan, please can you say hello to Roger? But anyway, yes, hello to you, Roger. Hello, sir. Hello. You have a brilliant day. And somebody says, who's your favourite band or artist? My favourite band or artist? Do you know what? I don't know. I'm not that sort of up on today's pop culture, really, because I was born in the 70s and I actually grew up in the 80s. So my school era was from like 1979 to sort of 1990, really. So that's actually quite a hard one for me, really. But I can do it from where actually I grew up. The early 80s, of course, Culture Club, you know, sort of Boy George, I can name you. Who else can I say that I enjoyed when I grew up? Howard Jones, pretty cool, pretty cool. He was a really, really cool guy. Nick Hayward, haircut number 100, all that sort of stuff. I need a haircut. Oh, fucking hell. How frustrating. I really do need a haircut, but there you go. I'm not that bothered really about it. Somebody said The Who. Rufus said The Who. I don't know who that is. Who? But yeah. I'm trying not to be too political here. But I agree with a lot of the comments. But let's go back to the proper thing. Sarah says, does it come in different colours? I mean, yeah, they do sell a lot of stuff. They do have their purpose, Sarah. So yes, I do agree. They do have their purpose. I think they do sell a lot of stuff, clothes, and stuff that you might possibly need. I don't know if they're open properly at the moment, but and Jonathan says, how am I doing? I'm doing all right. I'm doing especially well, I think, because this review actually turned out to be quite good, because a lot of you have joined us. 256 people have actually joined in this live review and chat, which I think is actually very, very good. So thank you all for actually joining me. And at some point, I will do another review pretty soon. They replaced the battery for life. They replaced the battery for free for life. Well, yeah, I think the lady did say that when I bought it, they do actually do that, which I think is very good. I mean, I might, I don't know, we'll look further into that. We might just possibly send it back off to them to actually do it, because it is actually very good. It's a very light watch, so we might be able to do it really, really sort of cheaply, which is really good. So I'll happily pay P&P, but I mean, that's really good. I mean, they do, but I mean, going into the capital, which I don't want to do, but yeah, Rukas BS says thank you for the stream. It's very good to tune in to watch videos. I don't know why, but you all seem to be liking the video very much. But hi, yes, hi to Laura in Paris. Well, and somebody says, hi, Richard, do you support the death penalty for kiddie fiddlers? Well, nobody likes them very much at all. I mean, don't get me wrong, I just hate it. And I mean, actually, I agree. I do agree. But I also worry if somebody's been accused of something and they really haven't done it, and then that does actually concern me. Actually, getting rid of somebody when they haven't done it, so that is a concern. But you know, don't get me wrong, I don't like them. I have a Swatch. Laura says she has a Swatch from 2008 and it works perfectly. Well, that's really good. What sort is it, Laura? I mean, this one is slightly different to the one that I had in the 1980s. So that's really good. So where are we now? It was 2008. And we're in 2020. So that's really good that it's lasted that long. So, and do you believe in ghosts, Richard? Well, I mean, I've done some videos on my Instagram. I've done a few on that very subject, where there are apps that you can get. There's one called Ghost Detector. That's another thing altogether. Kind of going off the subject here. But I'm not sure whether it's real ghosts or not. I mean, I have seen some in the past. I felt some in the past and all of that sort of stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I do. And can I have a shout out? Yes, you can. Harry plays. Yeah, so anyway, hi to you, sir. A massive shout out to you, and thank you all very, very much for joining us. this afternoon. So I mean, this has been a little longer than normal, but we'll do another live video. I might do one on how things are going and whether or not things are right. We can kind of go on to that, whether or not whether they should be releasing the lockdown or not at this very time, whether they should be opening the shops or not at this very time. But yeah, thank you for that, and thank you all very much for joining me. And Jonathan is asking you, have I got a girlfriend yet? Watch this space. I'm not gonna reveal anything on that. So I'm gonna let you get more interested. I'm gonna try and get you all more interested in all of it before I reveal anything to you on that. So but in the meantime, of course, if you haven't hit subscribe, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also, please do subscribe to my Instagram channel. All very helpful, in particular this one here. So there we go. But I think I'm going to close now, but I wish you all the very best. And I do apologize sincerely if I've actually left you out. If you asked the question, I've left you out. I do sincerely apologize to you, but there's so many of you today, and I've really been quite overwhelmed by the number of people who have actually joined. But very importantly, don't forget to subscribe to my channels. Obviously, my Instagram is Richard Lawrence 5870. That's Richard Lawrence 5870. So please do subscribe to that, and also the one here. I'll repeat it again: Richard Lawrence 5870. Richard Lawrence 5870. So I wish you all the very best of luck. Best 7-3 to you all, and we will do another live video quite soon. I won't leave it too long, but we will do one, and I will put it on my Instagram when I do it, sort of thing, the time that I do it. So I wish you all the very best, and catch you all again very, very soon.